Happington McGee. What's going on? Happy Valentine's Day, baby. Let's see if I can share this out. Add this. Happy Valentine. Yep. Why was I about to be tongue-tied just now? So then what would it be called for my name then? Because if I say Cappy, that's going to be like me imitating you. So I want my own. What is it going to be called? Capentines. Happy Capentines Day. Ooh, good night. You know what? I don't have nothing for you today based off of that. Welcome. Y'all got a twofer, technically a back-to-back with the Legacy Lounge. Yesterday, we had JV. Today, we have Jaxcyn. Now, right before I kind of put myself together for this interview, I see Jaxcyn was online. Because one thing baby girl gonna be is working, okay? She is gonna be booked and busy. So, we want to make sure we give her an opportunity to collect herself. So let me go find her real quick. Let's see. Y'all are in for a treat. As always, y'all are in for a treat. Thank you for the heart me. Happy Galentine's for all the ladies out there that say, listen, I don't have to worry about it, sweetheart, because I got my girls. So happy Galentine's Day. But I don't know what you would call it for the bros. I don't know. Just have a bromance day? I don't know. Y'all help me out in the chat. Once again, we got Jaxcyn's a milkshake. Now, Jaxcyn, make sure you got your Legacy Lounge background up. Palin-stuff. But that sounds too much like, I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if that's gonna work. And also, if y'all have questions for Jaxcyn, we will have a Q&A. We will have a Q&A. So let me go ahead and request Jaxcyn up, because I want to say I cut that Q off on the last live that I had. I know, but y'all listen. Justin and I did that last year. Shout out there to Justin. I know it's right. So y'all, let's make sure we're sharing this thing out. Oh, we don't want my instrumental to cut out on me. We don't want that, y'all. Of course, you know, we're always going to talk about the business. Indeed. Y'all didn't know this is that Lauryn Hill, Sweetest Thing instrumental. And I already know Jaxcyn gonna have her folks come through, because one thing I'm telling y'all, Jaxcyn be out there on these TikTok streets. And I be outside lurking like, hello, I'm gonna come in and say hello. And Jaxcyn, go ahead and put up your Legacy Lounge background for me, so people know where you at and who you with. Because I don't use it on my side. I use my little brick wall so people know that I'm at home doing this interview. Y'all tap it up, tap it up. Today's candle is the same as yesterday's candle because I just feel like smelling it all over again. We got that Peach Perfect Harmony with notes of peach, Bellini, mango, and agave. You want this. AKA the Big Mod, Shakia's candle. Out there holding down the West Coast for me. But baby, she at work, so she gonna have to catch this on the replay. So we have the peach in beds. Don't eat this. Don't be tempted. You've been warned. We got the peach embeds and we have whipped cream dollops. And I'm telling you, I didn't like this because I'm telling you, I would have forgot where I was because I'm trying to get to the peaches and cream. Okay, so I said don't do it. So I have it right here and I'm looking at it, but these are available on the TikTok shop. Get in there. And of course, with the 8-ounce purchase, you're going to get a wax warmer. You're going to get a wax warmer. So you don't have to worry about it, sweetheart. You ain't got to worry about it. Y'all, my beverage of choice today is water. And I have my little sippy straw. So if y'all see me off to the side, it's just the water, y'all. I don't want to look like a whole camel lapping up water over here. So I try to be cute to the side with my little straw. Thank you for the follow, okay? We're going to start this thing momentarily. But we always get the business out of the way. Again, this is the Legacy Lounge. And today we are interviewing a rapper. There's so much. Listen. I don't do the long intros because I do let them put dip on their own ship. But for me, let's say TikTok is a universe in itself. Jaxcyn, for me, #1 rapper in the TikTok universe, right? Because that's where I met her. But she definitely could stand side to side with any of the folks that you consider great. And she would far surpass them. So get into it. Okay. And I'm not gassing her because trust me, price is too high. And we would not be doing this interview if I did not think such. Because as we all know, and maybe you don't know just yet, the Legacy Lounge is invites only. And baby, it got to make sense. That's right. And look, your hair is even matching the sign. See, Jaxcyn be coming fed and ready. And we got our little cute little variations of pink on us. We are celebrating Valentine's Day over here, y'all. Celebrate love, spread love. But don't just wait till one day of the year to do this thing. Y'all continue to tap this thing up. I see y'all in the building. Also, if y'all do have questions, feel free to put them in the chat because we do have a Q&A. And y'all, hey, get into it. Y'all let me know in the comments because this is very interactive. What did y'all do for the day? What did you hope to do today? Did you get flowers? Did you get candy? Did you get roses? Did you get crack? Let me know. You ain't got to go into details. But what's up? Just let me know. Y'all, you already know. After this interview, I'm winding down because I got to go right back out to work. But this is super, super, super important. Y'all tap it up, clap it up. Thank you for the heart me. Also, y'all make sure you're turning on your notifications. You said we got disappointed. Shalon, let me tell you what we not doing in 2026. Being disappointed. Huh? Absolutely not. And Pab said he always down for a crack. And well, all right. All right. Listen. I have so many jokes and so many keys I can do right now, but y'all, I'm still trying to keep it cute. I was going to make a joke, but y'all listen. Go Jaxcyn again. I know that's right. All right, y'all. Y'all know I got to set up my monologue because I got to tell you exactly what the Legacy Lounge is. But don't forget, on this Tuesday coming, we do have our 4-host game called Who Would? VVL edition. Y'all, it's pretty much a little question Q&A roundhouse type questions we fire off at each other and we try to see who would do such and such of a thing. So y'all, that's on Tuesday at 9:30 p. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all do not want to miss that because y'all have an opportunity to participate as well. So put in your most random questions and they can even be, hey, who would be the most likely to get stuck on a desert island? I don't know. And then you would pick a person. We all have game boards that we're going to be flipping back and forth just to make it more interactive. So y'all listen, we're always trying to curate experiences and brand new shows here for First and Vision Live because we keep trying to tell you, baby, you ain't got to go nowhere else because you're going to get everything here. Shout out there to the other hosts of First and Vision Live and their shows respectively. We got Pappin in the chat and he got the gig and that's coming up a little later today, okay? So make sure you stop by 7:15 and get into it. Also, that's on Sundays as well. You got Spaz with his SOS, Spaz on site. That means he gonna pop up when he pop up. Huh? So you better catch him. Turn those notifications on. And of course, we have JV coming in Saturdays as well. So you got a full day today, actually, at 9:30 coming on in here with Just Vibing. And you got me. And I got so many shows. We just gonna focus on this one right now, which is the Legacy Lounge, which is a scheduled show. It's not really a pop-up. We do talk about it, but this is different than any other show I have because this one is interview-based. We talk to the culture, whatever the culture means to you, that's what we do over here. Business and entertainment as well, and it got to make sense, y'all. So y'all get into it. We're starting this thing off. Thank y'all for the 2K. And make sure y'all go ahead and get your gifts out. And make sure you gift up the guests because I'm pretty sure. Matter of fact, I know it for. Oh, hello. I should have had Genuine Pony playing in the background. It's feeling real official. All right, y'all. Welcome to the Legacy Lounge. Welcome once again to the Legacy Lounge, a space created for real conversation, real stories, and real connection. This isn't your typical run-of-the-mill interview. You will not hear recycled questions or surface-level conversations over here. We don't do it. Every episode is curated for a special experience, y'all. Listen, it's intentional. It's designed around the person sitting right there or right here, depending on where they're at on the board. That means the questions are thoughtful, they're personal, and they're layered. And they're meant to spark reflection, not just responses. They are meant to talk about the person's legacy, their purpose, growth, healing, and evolution. The journeys that shape who we are and the stories that deserve to be told with care and respect. This right here is a moment. And it can't be duplicated, y'all, because every guest, every story, and every conversation is uniquely their own. And tonight, we're not just talking, we're unpacking, we're reflecting, we're honoring the journey. Welcome to the Legacy Lounge, y'all. Listen, I need to work on my sounds, because at that point, we're supposed to have a whole round of applause. But that's all right, baby. That's all right. Y'all can give me those clapping hand emojis in the chat. And also make sure that you are using the emojis that we have. Anytime you send your heart me, you can activate those. And that's another way to show love in the comment section. Thank you so very much. Put them all up there. Absolutely. Because we got a lot to choose from. So Jaxcyn, I could say a multitude of things about you to your face. And I'm going to say them behind your back. And they all going to be great. Because listen. The first time, okay, and y'all listen, if you've never met me, I'm animated over the top shenanigan boots. So I'm going to be that on top of 10 tonight. But one thing I love myself, Jaxcyn, from the very first time, Jaxcyn came through the room. Jaxcyn was like, I'm a rapper. Because, see, Jaxcyn be very humble about her stuff. She didn't come in here talking about, yeah, I'm the best thing since whatever. I'm so great. I've been rapping since I was 2. And look at me and everything I can do, and sounding like kindergarten. That's not what Jaxcyn did. Jaxcyn came in here like a quiet storm. Jaxcyn dropped this rap. When I say, first thing I thought was, wow, this is thought-provoking in a good way, because I am so used to nowadays listening to the commercial side of things. Recycled, everybody sounds the same. It's mumbly. You can't understand it. It's dumbed down because nobody wants to think about lyrics. You just want something catchy that you could tap your toe to. But Jaxcyn came through with metaphors. She came through with real life. It was relatable, especially that first song. We'll get into it later in the show about why it's so relatable. And I said to myself, yeah. Why she not famous yet? And I was like, if I just could just propel her right now today, hit a button over here like a golden buzzer, Jaxcyn would be like creme de la creme. She would be who you think your favorite rappers are in real time. And I'm saying this out of just my own strength. But I said to myself, the more people that watch her and they're willing to take a chance on her, because that's what it's about. Because a lot of times people get afraid of talent. And they say, oh, this going to make them think too much. They don't want that. They want it watered down. And I know that you could, relate to that with just your peers and other things that are popping on the radio. But Jaxcyn, I feel like the slow burn is worth the wait for you. Because when it does roll out and the world know who you are, like I say, I'm going to be on the red carpet with you. I'm be in the back. Hey, girl, she know me. Let me through. Security, stop playing. She was on the Legacy Lounge, huh? Indeed, on Valentine's Day, but she could have been anywhere.
Homegirl, I know her.
You better tell them something, because I'm coming through. Indeed. Cap, I have been saying that. I did. I said if I had a record label and she entrusted me with her talents, I definitely would. Miss Angie said somebody needs to send her words to Eminem or maybe even boost it. Listen, the fact that she is consistent, and TikTok is such a crazy network and it's a stratosphere, and it's just, you never know who knows who. See, that's the thing. Sometimes people just like to sit back and watch a person just to see if they have momentum, they really have the talent, they really are who they say they are. And you never know the things that are happening behind the scenes. So even when you show up on lives that don't seem to have that many people or whatever, okay, baby, you don't know who's lurking on the outside that just did not come inside. Okay, so trust me, her time is coming. And I feel like when it does pop off, it should be no surprise. And everybody just needs to hold on to their boots, because when it pops, it's going to pop. So Jaxcyn, I want you to big up yourself and let them know who you are. And then we're going to get into this round of questioning, honey. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an experience. Y'all, thank you so much for tapping it up. Make sure you share it out. We need more people. Y'all rock with Jaxcyn. You showing up? Go ahead and send this to your repost and your story so people know what you're watching. And to everybody, honey, friends, family, folk, all that. Let them know Jaxcyn is here on the Legacy Lounge. Jaxcyn, let them know something about yourself, honey.
Yeah, I'm Jaxcyn. I'm from Chicago, the East Side. I grew up writing. I never put myself out there, but I definitely been rapping for a long time. Dibble dabble in spoken word as well. But I eventually do have a single coming out called On the Come Up. So when that comes out, that's also will be on the radio. Power 92.3 in Chicago.
Come on.
Because I just recently won this competition, this showcase. So that was the 3rd place prize, radio promotion. So, yeah.
You know what? And I'm going to just talk about that little piece right here. So that was the 3rd place. What was the 2nd place prize?
1st and 2nd place had the same prize. It was to headline King Louie and El Hitter Plus radio promotion.
Because I know what you can do, right? And when I popped in on a live you were on earlier, you was like, I won 3rd place. I was like, well, who the heck was 1 and 2? It was their mama voting? Because I'm going to need to understand what. But when you said what the prize was, even though everybody wants that 1 and 2, when you said what the prize was, I said, ooh, that's gold right there, because you can open up all day for a show that might not have nobody in the audience. Okay, just saying. But if you can get radio play, because radio is very much still a thing, and put you in rotation, and people say, wait a minute, I never heard that before. Let me hear that. And then you start being in the mix, the DJ mix, the sets, and then it ends up in the club and other places. That far surpasses an opening act, which could lead to many opportunities. So even though it was 3rd, we still love that for you, because I feel like that is exactly what you need to propel you to the next said thing. So I was happy like it was me, child. I was just kicking my little feet up. I was, because I like to celebrate with folks that I feel like are long overdue for what's deserving to them. And sometimes there are just things that are blocking and we don't know what it is. And sometimes it's set up that way so you can really want it. So when you have it, you don't fumble it. So I love that for you. Now, Jaxcyn, I know that your first time with us with the Legacy Lounge and the interviewing process. And from what I know about you and from anybody that I bring up here, I like to try to customize the questions that I feel like people don't ask enough of. We don't go into detail enough. And I just don't want it to be, cotton candy. Even though it's Valentine's Day and it's supposed to be sweet. I want to get into it. So sometimes we get into upbringings, foundations, traumas. We get into a lot of things. But I want you to know that everything was thought of carefully in love. And I just want to know more about you. Okay. Because I did see the playback of an interview you just had. And I was like, okay, I'm here with it. So there was a few things I was like, I didn't know that. And now I do. So I didn't know how to build upon that so more people can know exactly who you are, and as they should. So Jaxcyn, the first section is origin, upbringing, and foundation. So before the music, who were you? What did your childhood shape you into emotionally?
Before the music? That's kind of a weird question, because I feel like it was always music there.
Mm-hmm.
But I grew up in a household of all women. The sons were on my daddy's side. I grew up on my mama's side, but my daddy lived with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had 3 older sisters and a younger twin sister. We're the youngest on both sides. I feel like I was only really close with my twin sister. I was always a daddy's girl because he always spent that quality time. That's why my love language is quality time. I feel like too, like with friends, it was always hard for me to make friends because I identify as neurodivergent, more on the autism spectrum. So I was always to myself, very quiet, very introverted. And so, when you to yourself, you gotta find different things to keep yourself busy.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I don't think. I think if people told you what I would grew up to be, they would tell you something like a scientist or the president of the United States. Because I was a straight A student.
Come on, Jaxcyn.
I was known as the teacher's pet. Like,
Mm.
so they
But
would
I
thought
wouldn't
they,
be
they would
thinking,
have thought I would be that. Oh, okay.
right? Come through. I haven't seen some of these things. Come on, y'all, keep doing it. Gift her up. Do all of the things. She is
Yeah.
well deserving of it. Forward all of that love right over here. I love that. Already coming in strong. I see your fellow poets pulling up on us.
Yeah.
I love that. I definitely can understand what you're saying when it comes to being an introvert. As much as I have the gift of gab, I'm very much introverted. This is the most outside you gonna see from me. And growing up almost the way that you did, being creative and knowing what you always wanted to do and not being able to have a whole bunch of friends because we're particular. So I get that. So that's how I knew from the very first time I met you there was something. So, and again, sometimes when I ask these questions, you might go into depth about another question. So then I just kind of move things around a little bit. So just going back into the environment that you were raised in, was it more survival mode, love, pressure, or independence?
I feel like for me it was independence. I didn't go through the survival part. I mean, yeah, I grew up in the hood. They gang bang, shot every day. I'm used to gunshots. I can't tell you if it was a gunshot yesterday because it's the same sound. but I feel like independence because, like I said, I was always to myself, even in my own family. Like they used to tell me that when I was a baby, I was a mean baby because I never talked, I never hung around anybody. Like I said, it was just me and my twin sister that was really close. Um, yeah, I studied by I never got help from my mama with the studies. I never needed the help.
Mhm.
I never needed the help from the teachers. Hell, the teachers had me teach the class. I was like, damn. I even one teacher even she wasn't a teacher. She was a friend of the teacher. She got mad because I was better at math than her. But she she used to try to prove me wrong. Like I know my math.
Well, I just wanted to know where were you at when I was in math class, because baby,
Listen, I was doing whole algebra and shit when I was in elementary school. But
mm,
yeah, I feel like I did things just by myself. I mean, obviously the regular parental support, feed me, clothe me, but everything else is just me.
I love that. Y'all, thank y'all. Continue to tap it up and share it out as well. Shout out that everybody sliding through. OBICU, Ash loves Jesus. How are you? JV just joining. Miss Angie 75 and Mufasa, how are you? Just saw you in the last live. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. Make sure that you're tapping it out, sharing it out so more people know. So what's something from your upbringing that still shows up in how you move today?
Mm, something like mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I can't even think of nothing. I don't know. Okay. This is, I guess it's still the same thing. Because you know how sometimes family teach you what not to do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I feel like even though I never like was close or bonded with my family, um, I still grew up as a family centered type of person. But I consider like my friends my family.
Exactly.
The ways that I feel like they never showed up because I was so independent as a child and never really needed no help. I feel like my friends show up in that way and I show up for them in that way. Um, yeah, I feel like that's one thing.
Mm-hmm. Love that. Again, the more I'm just listening to you, how you grew up, it's almost like you're mirroring me right now. So I'm like in my head, like, Jaxcyn, stop doing my interview because mine coming up. Okay. Wait a minute, 'cause you're triggering me, but in a good way. Thank you. So again, who poured into you when you were younger, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally?
Emotionally, I would say my daddy more so because my mom was not a very affectionate person. Um, she's just like she does the motherly duties but without the affectionate part. I
Hmm.
can tell she loves me, but she's not an affectionate person. But my daddy definitely poured that love into me. Um, spiritually, I feel like that was my daddy too, because he was more the religious person. I never even knew my mama believed in God till she got older. I was like, when you start believing in God? Because she never mentioned
Mm.
it. But what was it? Was spiritually, emotionally, what else?
Mentally.
Mentally. I don't think anybody mentally poured into me as a child. Like I said, that still goes back to the other questions. Like, because I was so like the good child and I did everything right, I never got in trouble. It's almost like parents don't feel like they have to pay attention to you because you're good and you don't do nothing wrong. So yeah.
I was the total opposite. I was a sassy child. Can't you tell? And I was too talkative. That was my thing. See, in school they wasn't saying she's a brainiac. They would say, "Could you tell her to sit down and stop talking? Stop trying to be the class clown." Report card crazy. She talked too much. She talked too much. And look at me today, they're still talking.
Thank you.
So aha. Yeah. And I love that for myself. Yo, tap it up. Thank y'all so very much. Papa, stop talking about me in the chat. I love you though. All right. What's a life lesson that you were taught early that most people learn late?
Oh. Mm, well, it's tough. I feel like emotional maturity. Um, Not a lot of people are very emotional, mature, or intelligent. Like they don't know how to have like good communication or boundaries with each other to where they can just like sit and talk and not feel like somebody's trying to attack them if they feel some type of way with their emotions. Because a lot of people get offended by emotions. So I feel like I don't know, because I'm a Cancer and I'm very emotionally in tune with myself and with other people. Like it's very easy to say like, "Hey, I felt this way," or ask like, "Hey, did you mean this way?" It comes out very blunt, but sometimes like a little robotic. But yeah, I feel like a lot of people don't learn that until they get older and after they realize, "Oh, I don't have very many friends," or "Oh, why do I always have problems with this person?" People always intuit me. It's like, oh, because you don't know how to talk to people or you don't know how to have empathy.
Guilty.
So,
Yeah, that's all right, Jackson, because you know what? I've taken on a persona. I said, I'm villain 2026.
not villains. 26.
Villain 2026. That's it. But that's all right, Jackson. It's just the way that we are. And like I said, because you're mirroring me so much, it's actually giving me a better understanding of how I operate in a lot of things. And you said a lot, even though it was a little. So I love that, Jason. I'm feeling this connection right here. And I know y'all feeling it too. Thank you so very much for tuning in, y'all. This is the Legacy Lounge. All right. So this is the last question in this section, you all. What version of yourself did you have to outgrow to become who you are now?
A people pleaser.
Mm.
Because going off like that, being independent, like I definitely sought affection from anybody who would give it, even if it's just like breadcrumbs. So I definitely didn't really have very much boundaries, like even when I was little, because my daddy used to give us like $10 every week when we was little. That's a lot of money when you're a kid.
I was about to say, you big money, $10.
Back in the day, chips was 25 cents for four, so that's a lot of money. And I used to just be spending on my friends when we at the park when the ice cream truck pull up. I used to just be they wouldn't do that for me if they could, even if they could, they wouldn't do that. But I was that type of person. Like even now to this day, like I give my friends money when I have the capacity to, or I'm a listening ear if they need that. I accepted bullshit friendships. I accepted a bullshit situationship that lasted for way too long.
Mm.
And
Jackson, Jackson.
that was the catalyst for me to change after that relationship. I was like, nah, I can't be doing that. I can't just be letting people stump on my heart like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's why I got my water over here, y'all, because I'm telling you, Jaxcyn is getting me together at the same time while y'all are getting this interview. Because I'm just over here like, who am I sweating? Am I percolating?
Yeah.
Y'all, that was the last question in that section. We're on to the next section. Thank you so very much for the 10.8K likes. Please continue to keep us in the algorithm so more people can come here and get this exciting interview with Jaxcyn. So we're going to talk about identity, emotional things, and your inner world. So Jaxcyn, who is Jaxcyn, the artist? First, Jaxcyn, the woman. And what's the difference? Is there a difference?
Uh, Slight difference, but not too much. As an artist, Jaxcyn is somebody who knows how to speak freely. Like I wear, yeah, they say they wear your heart in your sleeve. I wear my heart in my music, I wear my poetry. So you know what I'm thinking, or you get a glimpse of my mindset through like the words I'm saying in my music. If you pay attention to the words and not just the beat, and the stories I tell, because a lot of my poems and songs are like storytelling type of vibes. As a person, I would say it's the opposite in a sense that because normally, like, I'm not a very talkative person. Like I said, I'm introverted, so there's this disconnect between my thoughts and my mouth, and I know what I want to say, but it don't verbally come out. So it just shows up as silence or observation or just chill or resting bitch face. But I'm really just like I can be looking mean as hell, but I'm having a good time. People like because I remember this one time, it was like during my birthday. We was at the club, me and my twin sister, and they was asking my sister, "Is she enjoying herself?" And she was like, "Yeah." And she said, "What you mean?" And she asked, "She's like, you enjoying myself?" I was like, "Yeah." They was like, "You don't look like it." I was like, "Yeah, what you mean? I don't look like it?" But that's just how it is. I don't know how to speak. I know how to communicate, but I don't know how to speak. So yeah, I feel like it's easier to talk through my music. So that's like the difference.
Again, another relatable moment because I'm very much that person as well. My emotions be out there. Face says everything. Uninterested, excited, happy, you know it. The poker face for me really doesn't exist. It's like when I am over it or whatever. But I love that. I love still how different you are from artists, than who you are right now because if I was just to go off of hearing you rap and never even conversing with you, I'm like, oh, Jaxcyn kind of quiet. Oh, I didn't know she was a little demure, whatever. But because you are like night and day, it's like a powerful force that just comes out in the music, and it's totally different.
Yeah, it's a
So
lot of people that like assume when I'm in the open mic space and all that. Oh, she about to sing. I'm like, sing? No, I'm about to sing.
yeah, all right, check this out.
I sing. Yeah. I guess I give off singer energy, but I'll be right.
And then after that, they say, "Oh, I got it."
They was like, you come with this little soft, sweet voice, and then you be like, ah. I was like, yeah. I was like, don't everybody change their voice?
And you do. What emotion fuels your pen the most? Pain, love, anger, reflection, or survival?
I feel like it's all equal. Because with the music aspect, when I go looking for beats like on YouTube, I don't have a particular thing in mind, not always, because the beat is what tells the story for me, and I just put the story into words. So it's whatever emotion I feel through that beat, that's what I write about.
What is the hardest topic for you to write about because it hits too close?
I don't think any topic is too hard to write about, whether it's close or not. I feel like if it's close, that makes it even easier to write about. Because I'm not one to be afraid of my emotions or my past experiences. I accept all those, the bad, the good, the ugly.
I want to go ahead and acknowledge the chat right now because everybody is saying how beautiful and gorgeous and everything you are. But we already know that. So we're just confirming that constantly when Jaxcyn show up, she show up.
Thank
So
you.
Jaxcyn gonna put the color on. Jaxcyn, let me tell you something. That's one thing about you I can say. I always look like Jaxcyn wear color. She is not afraid to wear color and switch it up. Do not think you're gonna see the same Jaxcyn today that you see the other day. Because I saw blue hair Jaxcyn the other night. And now we got pink Jaxcyn, and she might turn around and be copper the other day. But I just love that you're not afraid to what we would consider take risks with your look. I love that it's you. And it can't be like, oh, is she trying to be this person circa 1997 or whatever the case? No, you're you. You're you.
Thank God. Thank God. I appreciate
But yeah, everybody's loving you in the comments. I keep looking down like, all right, Slay Jaxcyn,
Thank
I just want you to know that they're loving you. So how do you handle pressure? Do you internalize it, express it, or transform it?
I internalize it first. Cause I get anxiety. I do get a lot of anxiety. Like with the showcase, I went to the negative. I was like, I never win shit if I don't like competitions. My friend was mocking me when I won third place. She was like, oh, you say I never win nothing, but now you got third place. I was like, yeah. I was just talking shit. But first I internalized it, and then I transmute it. I feel I gotta talk shit about it first before I really apply pressure myself. I gotta get all the negative out first, and then I'll be positive.
That's a fact. Because sometimes just the day to day and things that people go through, when they hit the stage, all that goes away, and it just helps them overcome it. So I can understand being quiet, and then when the lights come up, the microphone is in hand. It's like, watch out. I'm about to give you all of this. And I truly can understand that too. Entering competitions, not wanting to, because it just feels like you're not going to get it just based off of, because people got favorites and popular people, and they might not be as great as you, but it's just people going to be cliquish when it comes to stuff. So even just to let everybody know, you keep showing up in these spaces, because eventually the click stuff going to have to just divide, and they're going to see the talent. Like, okay, well, this is my friend, but girl, you got my vote because you got the talent. And that's just what it is. So never be discouraged. Even if you didn't place at all, it does not take away from the fact that you have talent. Other folks just haven't caught up with it yet. That's what it is. Because if you was in there on some Dr. Seuss and some every other word rhyming and just, twerking and all whatever, there's nothing wrong with that for the people who enjoy that. But that's not you. But if you were that, girl, you'd probably be number one everywhere, just because people want to think. And that's why I keep talking about how Jaxcyn makes you think about the stuff she says, because she is an authentic storyteller. And I think that's what it is for me. Being a 90s kid, millennial, we had the stories we listened to. It wasn't just so... Yeah, we had to dumb down stuff. Sometimes that was cute. But the stuff we really resonate with that hits hard now is that style that you do. Because it makes us go to a place that was a little easier. I like to say, before we were paying bills and had responsibilities. So that's why I really, every time you come in the room, and I'm sending invites like, Jaxcyn, where you at? Let me go snatch her out of the room she in. Just come over here. Okay, you can go there later, but come here. And that is why whenever we show up and we see Jaxcyn in the building, even if the queue is closed, open it up. Jaxcyn here, there she go, bring her up. We do that all the time, honey, because we need that. What's a personal battle people would never guess you fight silently?
That's no battle. Well, now, I would say loneliness. Because it's like it's like a 50-50 thing. It's like, on one hand, I really don't fuck with people, so I really don't care to talk to people or be around people all the time. But on the other hand, I do desire a deep, intimate connection with somebody. I want to be somebody's favorite person, whether that's a friend or something more than that. I want to be somebody's favorite person, the person that, if you walked in the door or walked in the room, they light up or they change their whole mood. Because I say that, but other people be like that to other people, so it's just, it'd be kind of sad seeing that, and nobody thinks that way of me.
Jackson, I'm telling you, girl, this is a mirror. That's AKA mirror. Next time I see Jackson on my show, I'm say, "Hey, Jackson, mirror." Girl, you are reflecting me tonight, and I love it. Last question in this section. Y'all continue to tap it up, share it out. Thank y'all so very much, and for the gifts, continue to go ahead and gift this guest right here on the Legacy Lounge, y'all. I don't need nothing. Put it right over here. Thank y'all though, but send it right over here, y'all. What does strength mean to you now versus even 5 years ago?
Um, strength right now, is very emotional, like resilience, and being able to, I guess, deal with the hardships and the battles you face, and being able to cope with that, to manage that in like healthy ways, and not let it hurt you or damage you in the long run. Like you come out stronger from it. Um, versus when I was little, strength is like, superhero type shit, being a Power Ranger. I always wanted to be a Power Ranger. I still want to be a Power Ranger, but
Which was your favorite one? Because I was Team Yellow from the original.
yeah, I'm Team Tommy. Every color he has. Rest in peace to him. Tommy was that nigga.
Yeah, both of them. You not here? I was definitely the Yellow Ranger. That's a fact.
Yes, yes, yes. But yeah,
Pepin said he was the Black Ranger.
yeah, I wanted to be a Power Ranger, wanted to be a witch, I wanted to be a fairy. I feel like, yeah, I always wanted to be a superhero, but that was like the childish way. But yeah, now it's both. I still
Well, you know what? Then let me totally segue. If you had one special superpower, what would it be?
Oh, so this is like a cheat. It's a power called Complete Arsenal, which is basically every power in existence. So, so
Wow, Jack, no. That's like if you had a wish, you gonna wish for a million wishes. No,
yeah,
Jack, no.
yeah.
I'm not accepting that
Yeah,
as a question. Nope.
there was no
Not
this.
accepting that as an answer,
They
baby.
said you
Give me
couldn't do
something
it.
else. You can't. No, I'm not doing
They
that.
said
That's
you couldn't do it.
can't do it. Can't do it. Not acceptable.
Right, let's change it. Change it. Okay. I would say magic because it's versatile.
Okay. Jackson gonna come through all of them. Like what? No. Ah. Y'all tap it up, clap it up as well. Make sure that y'all are hitting our TikTok shop. You know, it's always the business in between the questions. We do have merch in the TikTok shop. Y'all make sure we have a line of candles over here. And for the 8-ounce candles, you get a free warmer so you can put them on, y'all. I'm always gonna talk about the business over here. Indeed. Can I do a song for y'all? Honey, this is the Legacy Lounge. This is an interview space where we have a Jaxcyn right here, and we are interviewing her on everything a Jaxcyn. So this is actually, you got to wait till the next show, which is the gig, and you are able to perform, rap, sing, do poetry, spoken word. You got a magic trick, whatever you want to do. Come on through to the gig. That's at 7:15. But baby, this ain't that. All right, so we're going to love on Jaxcyn right now. We live it. I have 3 wishes. I wish for 1,000 wishes. No, JV, you can't do that.
Yeah, they just started applying. Like, you got to tell me the rules first if I can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I definitely would do it too, but I was just hating. All right, y'all. This next section, correction, 7:30. The gig is starting at 7:30, y'all. So this next section is artistry, music, and creative process. When did you first realize music wasn't just an expression, but it was your purpose?
Mm, 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 mm. I would say somewhere around like 2020, 2021. Because when I first started doing music, it was just like, yeah, expression, something that I love to do. Like, I love just hearing bars and rapping bars and art, especially gun bars. Like, I was big into the battle rap. It was so good to just watch and listen to. But I never like felt confident of getting into music. Not because I didn't know I was good. Like, I always knew I was great, but like I knew the type of shit that the industry would rather choose. And so that's what brought me down. But then after I got into like my spiritual journey, I started having dreams about being famous and being on stage. And so I feel like the more that I start doing things that was in alignment with that,
Mhm.
the better I felt, the more dreams that I had that confirmed it, and the more opportunities that I got that were in alignment with it. So I was like, yeah, this is what I'm supposed to be.
Absolutely. When things start to align and become a little easier, I feel like that's a telltale sign of that's the path you're supposed to be on. But it doesn't mean it consistently stays that way. Because if you get too comfortable, then when that hitch in your giddy up comes along, you don't know how to handle it. So yes, you did dream it, and then it became a reality. But then it's like, what do I do with that? You still cultivate, you still grow, you still learn, you still be a sponge and suck up all the knowledge that you need to, but still be mindful that everybody who offers a helping hand is not always there to make sure. Sometimes they just do it to put you up on a pedestal to knock you down. So you wanna make sure. So, but it's a lot to consider. But it's definitely going to happen for you. So I'm definitely standing in agreement with you with that. That Jaxcyn is going to be. Listen, there's so much. And I'll just save that to the end because I just want to, continue to pour into you as well. So rap and poetry both live in your voice. When do you choose one over the other?
Um, I choose poetry when I'm in like poetic spaces. So I feel like it's easier to do that side. I feel like it's easier to write poetry, especially because it's not like trapped within like the beat of the music or a certain story that you have to tell or a certain like cadence that you have to keep because you can switch up the flow anytime and because there's no beat to fuck up. Um, but I always choose music when like that's always my go-to. Um, anytime, anytime.
Shout out there to Unique Monique Boutique sliding through. We love her. Want to acknowledge you as well. And anybody coming in, if I haven't said hello yet, hey, hey. How are you? Thank you for joining us over here at the Legacy Lounge where we are interviewing Jaxcyn. So y'all can have a more in-depth look at her and everything she got going on. Now you did discuss, some of the writing process, but when it comes to the writing, what do you do first? The beats, the story, you look for the emotion. What does that look like?
I look for the beat first, because the beat is how the lyrics start connecting. Like something that I feel like I can rap to, or whatever the story tells. I feel like I can relate to how I've observed it from other people's lives. And then once I find like a really good beat or a beat that I like, then comes the lyrics, the lyrical process. I go verse by verse. Sometimes if it's like a beat that I'm really really into and I'm like really in my zone, I can usually finish it that day. But if it's like something that like I gotta think about this a little bit more, or I gotta think about the bars a little bit more. I take like days, like each verse is a different day. Take breaks. But it don't take me more than like 2 or 3 days to finish it, and then that's how it is.
About how many songs do you think you have overall completed?
Right now, probably like 25 plus.
I thought you was about to go crazy, like, girl, I write every day. I got like 17,000 songs. And I would be like, I know.
Yeah,
Unreleased tracks.
I don't write every day. I work too much to write every day.
Girl, you know what I got after this cut. You already know. Now, Jaxcyn, I need you to, as they say, put your thinking cap on, okay? I need you to tell me, what is one of the most honest lines that you've ever written?
Honest? Honestly, all of them are honest. But from shadow work, whole lot of bitches in my home, but I don't call them sisters. I don't place no blame on one name because we all the victims. I would say that was one of the ones.
And and just that, indeed.
Yeah.
I know it's hard for you to pick one because all of your stuff just speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Tap it up, clap it up. I saw LaRon come in here. How are you?
My mama heard that song. She's like, "What your sisters do to you?" It's like they ain't never been nice to you. Like, it's just a song, chill.
Like, these are my experiences, honey. And my
Like,
That's right. Keep gifting her up, y'all. Make sure. Keep sending those gifts over there. Let her know that she is appreciated and y'all are enjoying the interview. Also, use the emojis and feel free to have dialogue in the chat because I am reading the comments as well. Singing Poets, how are you? Again, LaRon the Poet, how are you? I want to acknowledge the people as I see them. Let's see. What do you want people to feel when they hear your music?
the intended emotion. Like I said, every song has a different story to tell, a different emotion to play out, and so there's no across the board specific emotion. It's that if that song is supposed to be like evoke a certain experience or a certain like emotional experience out of you, that's what I want you to feel. Like a perfect example is when I first did the Chocolate City, when you said if you put this out today, this will be a hit. Like you was like, oh, this will get people. Everybody's like, oh, this will get people dancing, and that was literally the intention that I had when I wrote it. Because I woke up one morning, I was like, I do a lot of other shit with my song. I was like, I want to write something that somebody could dance to, you know. And so I looked for like a Cardi B type beat. I was like,
Wow.
so, and that's what y'all said. Y'all said y'all could dance. Y'all love this. I was like, okay, I did it right. So yeah.
I think for me that song felt a little different than the things, even though you don't have the same pattern of what you write about. That one for me came off the most commercial, I would say. That's why I'm like, girl, that's your one. If this is the one right here we're promoting, this is the one. People gonna love this one. Not that they don't love the other stuff, but this one would be the one. So the way that I listen to music and the ear that I have, even if it comes to putting a project together, and I'm like, okay, look, if you only got 6 songs that you can put on here, it got to make sense. Now you might think that these are your ones, but I'm telling you, this, and this are what's going to get their attention. Once you get your pinky toe in the door, then you give them the rest of the razzle dazzle. But if I was curating an EP for you, yeah, we starting off strong with that one. Not even the one that's mine, technically, that you wrote for me before you knew me. But like that one is your one. And then Can We Rock? Definitely.
What was nudity? You not even
do you see that on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. Baby, I don't know. Drop down and I'll request you right back up. Okay. Yep. Y'all, our interview was so good. They said take her off the screen. She doing something to be offensive. I don't know what it is. So we gonna bring her back up because I don't like that. Shout out there to Nisha, one of our mods here. Low the God is sliding through. Hello, how the heck are you? You saw my confusion in my face. Look, can't even give the girl her flowers without TikTok tripping. Stop. All right, but thank y'all for holding on while we get over this technical difficulty because this was getting good. Okay, but yeah, like I know Jaxcyn's catalog, so I definitely can be like, and this, even if I forget the title, technically I'm like, you know, the one that you said. And sometimes I ask her on a scale of bell pepper because sometimes her stuff be spicy. I'm like, all right, am I gonna blush today? Is it bell pepper? Is it ghost pepper? So she do got the ghost peppers in there too. Let me find her, scoop her right on back up and place her here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what that was because you didn't do anything. You didn't. So I don't like that. Anyways. I forgot my whole point, but whatever it is, I know enough of your catalog to be like, go with it. This is the A&R package right here. This is the one. This is the one that gets you signed. This is the one. Absolutely. And it might not be the ones that you particularly think, but just from listening to it, from industry standard or what's really gonna align you with what the industry is doing right now, or just to give them a nostalgic part of you and a storytelling that you tap into. You got some bangers. And I always say Jaxcyn does not miss. I will truly say, and I'm telling you, I'm not lying. You've never done a single thing that I didn't like. And because I can be like, yeah, she did everything, but just that one I didn't care for. Nope. You have never done a song I have not liked. So exactly, I say it all the time. Listen, let me tell you what I'm not gonna do in here. I might want to do an interview, but I'm not just gonna do all that extra because it'll be in my face. I like that. And I'll be like, no, you don't miss. Indeed. All right. The last question in this particular section, what message keeps showing up in your art, whether you plan it or not?
Being true and genuine to yourself. You shouldn't have to mince your words, or you know, you should be able to say or express how you feel, without like the fear of retaliation, or people are gonna snap back, or people ain't gonna be your friends no more. Like, they weren't your friends to begin with if they get mad at what you say, you know. Cause I tell my friends all the time if something is about them. Like, I write a whole diss track on their ass. I tell them,
I never want to be on that side of you because
I,
you hurt my feelings.
I tell them why too. Like, yeah, you ate my cake the other day, so I'm writing diss track on you.
I do enjoy that.
Yeah.
Every now and again.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on the receiving end of that. I tell you that. But then again, I wouldn't mind it because you know what? I would almost feel like, I don't know, like famous or something. Like, look, Jaxcyn got a big diss track. Yeah, you know her. She got the Grammys. She got all the awards, but she wrote that diss track in 2026 after the interview we had because she didn't like something I said. And so I'm a part of history, so I don't care. And then I will have it playing in the background. That'll be my intro to my shows. Never piss off a poet? Absolutely. Never piss off a creative, period. Because we're going to talk about you. Okay? Right. The next section is career influence and direction. Now, upon the last interview you had, I found out that Eminem is pretty much a muse of yours. The person who really inspired
before you.
a lot. Baby, if you did, you've been with me for over a year. So, like I like to say, the way my memory is set up, you could have. But it resonated with me this time around, so we'll say it that way. But besides him, who is your biggest musical influence or poetic influences, and what did they give you?
Only him. Nobody else. It was only him. I love everything that he is, that he was. I mean, even though back in the day it was his like not the best moments of his life, his music was raw. His music called out to me. I like how he just showed his personality, his creativity, his lyrics always on point. Like, I think I'm a great rapper, but I don't ever feel like I'll ever come close to that man. Like, that man is like, they say don't idolize people, but I idolize him. So he's definitely like my musical inspiration. Like, one day I aspire to make a whole album with that man.
Listen, write down the vision to make it plain. Write down the vision to make it plain. Meditate on it, put it out there, align yourself with a lot of the things that would just fit into his stratosphere, and naturally things will have to align. That's just what it is. And when they say mind over matter, it really is that way. You have to see it before anybody else does. And you don't have to tell everybody what it is, because again, not everybody gonna want you to even, go that route for whatever reason. But if you truly feel like you're aligned to work with this man, whether it's on a mentorship, signed to anything he got going on, a part of anything, you keep that piece to yourself and you work silently. So when it pops off, nobody will be surprised. They're gonna be like, he finally found you, huh? Yeah, because I've been waiting here with my little luggage outside my house by my mailbox waiting for you to come scoop me up. Absolutely. Put that out there. Put it out there in the atmosphere. Now, you're in Chicago. So what separates you from other artists coming out of Chicago right now?
I'll be honest, I don't really know that many artists in Chicago. I've seen them perform, but I haven't like really gotten into their music like that. I'll be seeing posts every now and then when we network and communicate. But I would say with Chicago artists, there's this specific sound that they have. And it's like you can tell which side of the city that they from based off how they rap, or how they, not sing, but mostly how they rap. So I feel like my style is very different because people can't tell I'm from Chicago when I rap. They guess any other city, state but Chicago. So I feel like the style that I do, like my cadence and what I talk about, because a lot of people in Chicago too like to talk about like growing up in the struggle and the hood. Like, that's good and all, but like I talk about other shit.
Well, now here's a question that's totally not even written down. If this was a Mount Rushmore and you were on here, who are the other three people who are standing well, who are locked in on the Mount Rushmore with you? Who do you put next to you?
Like from Chicago, it just
No, just who do you put next to you? Don't matter where they're from.
or how famous. Or,
Doesn't matter.
who would I put next to me? Eminem.
Well, we know that. So you and him. Man, who are the other two people?
Me, Eminem. I would say Chris Brown. I would put him up there.
Put me up there next to you.
I put him up there. Cause I'll definitely put him up there. Chris Brown and what else? Because it's not very many people that I look up to. Fourth one. Who would be the fourth?
If there's not a fourth, so be it. It'll be three people. Because honestly, what you just said, I don't name too many people that don't force it if it's not there. Don't force it if it's not there.
I ain't gonna force it. But those are the two people that I can automatically think about that their music is great.
Well, that's all right. So you can have Eminem and then Slim Shady. So there you go. We done filled in the rest for you. We're gonna split them into two people. We're gonna put them up. Yeah, we'll split them up into two people, and then we're gonna have our Mount Rushmore. So, what has been one of your biggest sacrifices so far in chasing music?
I would say the old version of myself. Mm-hmm. After I let go of the fear or the doubt of, not winning it, not making it, and just learning to have fun with the experience and the process, and just doing it, despite that fear or emotion. And not caring about what other people think or what I feel like they won't like or will like. Just caring about my own opinion. Yeah.
So, musically, where do you see yourself, even in 5 years? Your sound, your impact, your platform. What does that look like for you?
5 years. I hope I'm on them stages, them Grammys and whatever the other award shows, BET, all that shit.
And American Music Awards. There's all type of things.
Super Bowl, I hope I'm sensational.
Hey. What about your platform or your impact?
My impact? Yeah, I just hope that I'm just the inspiration. That's all. Like, I don't have any specific message that I'm trying to get out to people, because I'm doing it for me, most and foremost. So whatever the impact is, that's how other people experience it. Because, people could not like me, people could like me. I could be an inspiration, I could not be an inspiration. It's all up to how people take the messages of the music and grow with it.
Well, I like to liken that to planting a seed. Sometimes, it's just your job to plant them. You might not ever see it grow, but it doesn't mean it doesn't. Some people they're secretly influenced by you and will never tell you that just because they can't. I'm going to tell you every time I see you. You make me want to do more things. Sometimes when I host the multitude of shows that I have here, but more of the talent-based shows, with people who are really grinding and pushing it, and then I start to internalize it for myself, and I'm like, I need to do better. Because folks is out here not playing. So what's my excuse? And then I get into my bag and I do my little razzle dazzle. So I would, even say with the, purpose of bringing this show along, I wanted to do this show a while ago. And I was like, look, 2026, I'm going to get it done because this is my thing. And if I could just focus on one thing, it would be the Legacy Lounge. I would do it every day, to be honest. Because this is what I like. I like, doing the interview spaces and really getting into it. And, interviewing you now versus even 6 months from now, a year from now, the growth, with the things you accomplish. And look, when you get booked and busy and all out there in the stratosphere and Eminem and y'all doing your thing, when I call for these interviews, I'm going to need you to just do it. Just put it in there. Don't think about it. Let them know I'm already on the roster because I don't want to go through all the rigmarole with you. I'm telling you this right now in front of these witnesses. Do not make me jump through hoops to book these interviews for you. I'm just saying. Throwing that out there because I'm gonna feel so bad. Then I might have to write a diss track with you. Okay, I love you. If music stopped tomorrow, what purpose would you still feel called to pursue?
Poetry gonna always still exist. You don't need no music for that. So I just switched to poetry.
Royalty in the building. She's shouting you out right now. Also, shout out there to Toronto Martin White. That's my sister in real time. Y'all make sure you follow her for your hair care needs. Indeed. You know, I will plug and do a commercial. I sure will. Y'all tap it up, clap it out. We got 21.9. Y'all, let's keep putting this out into the algorithm so more people know that we are doing this Alexi Lounge interview. We still have a few questions left, y'all. So you still have time. Also, we will do some Q&A as well. So put those questions in there because I will ask right in the middle of the questions I already have if there's anything specifically that you want to know. And also, y'all, we are on the road to 3K, huh? It's been a slow burn, but we want to do something here called Battle Royale. Battle Royale is all the talented people and anything goes. Now, here on this platform, we are very encouraging. We pour and we love on people and we do not let them talk junk because we got the block party over here. You can get them up out of here. You don't have a second chance to piss us off, right? But for Battle Royale, we zipping our lip and we're going to let people have their way with y'all. But it's a free-for-all. So rappers against singers, singers against talent for talent. And then it's a voted experience. So if you got people who come to support you, that's what it is. And no, it might not always be the best talent. It's going to be who people rock with. So understand, Battle Royale's coming. We've already done one before. And it is incentivized. I mean, we got a coin, a real coin, y'all. Okay, we're gonna give you a real coin. If you understand where I'm going with that. So it is an incentivized show, and we want to make it pop at 3K. So help us, help y'all, help us. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that was the last question in that section. Now, y'all, we're on our last section. Yeah, which would be purpose, legacy, and future. So, what cycle are you determined to break in your life or your family as you stand in the gap for them if you have to?
Mm, that power dynamic that parents tend to have when it comes to their children, like you can't really have like an opinion or things, or you can't say no or what, or like that stupid shit. Like that's not respect. That's just power and control. So I feel like if I end up having kids, um, or even like right now with the kids that's in my life, the nieces and nephews and cousins and all that, like I'm not gonna shut down their opinions just because they different from mine. Like they might be right, because parents aren't always right, adults aren't always right. We could be wrong. And just having that space to talk and be vulnerable without like fear they're gonna get their ass whooped.
I understand it. I understand it. It's that, seen and not heard, and people feeling like they have to mute what they say and their feelings because of the scrutiny. I get it. The teenage version of yourself, let's say the 16-year-old Jaxcyn. Would a 16-year-old Jaxcyn be proud of you right now? Why not?
Oh yeah, she absolutely would. This is definitely one of her dreams to do music, be a rapper, have more confidence, be in a healed space, have friends, just being myself. Teenage me was very to herself. Didn't have very much friends. Depressed, lonely. Didn't believe in herself. A lot of doubt, a lot of insecurity. So I definitely feel like she would definitely be proud of herself right now.
We got Marielle in the building saying my favorite female rapper. Indeed, she right here.
Yeah.
She right here. Let's see.
Yeah.
So when it comes to your legacy, what do you want it to be? Not just an artist, but a person.
I well, like my legacy is just generational healing. People being able to step into like their highest versions of themselves and their higher purpose, and not just work to live or survive, but actually pursue their passions and their dreams.
Hey, thank y'all so very much. Y'all, there are several portions of the Legacy Lounge and the interviewing process that literally completes that portion of the interview. And then we slide into a space called This or That, where I give you two things to choose from. And you have to pick. So, Jackson, you don't get to be like, I don't know, both of them. You have to pick. Also, y'all, this is the time to write your questions if you have any for Jackson in the chat, because after this and that, she gonna give us some musical selection, and then y'all gonna have to watch the playback on YouTube. Okay, so thank y'all so very much for everybody who's popped in on me so far. Royalty, I don't know if I said hello, but hi, how are you? And to anybody else coming in that I might have missed, you are appreciated. Thank y'all so very much for rocking out with us. And make sure you're forwarding those gifts over there. Thank y'all. I see it. I love y'all. But make sure y'all are showing love as well to Jaxcyn. All right. So this or that. Would you rather be respected or loved?
I would say respect it. Yeah.
All right. Would you rather have loyalty or honesty, even when it hurts?
Ooh. Honesty, because you could be loyal and just encourage my dumb shit. I don't want to be dumb.
Would you rather be understood by a few or admired by many?
Understood by a few.
Would you rather be powerful behind the scenes or visible in the spotlight?
Visible in the spotlight.
Would you rather win quietly or lose publicly but stay authentic?
Win quietly.
Why?
Because not every win is meant to be publicized. Sometimes you got to move in silence.
All right. You know me. I'll be like, let me get that out loud. Lady, I've been quiet for too long. Let me get some of that out loud. Mm-hmm. Would you rather protect your peace or fight for what you deserve?
Fight for what I deserve.
Would you rather be the one who forgives or the one who never forgets? You holding grudges in 2026? What are we doing, Jackson?
I hold grudges, so I say never forget.
She's villain 2026, y'all. Twins.
Yeah, I still think everybody don't deserve forgiveness.
Such is life. Would you rather have a slow burn legacy or overnight success with constant pressure?
Slow burn.
Why?
Why put myself through hardships when I could just get it over time? Because time doesn't exist. You know, it's all about how you utilize it.
So, what's next for you? What projects are you working on? Where can they find you, Jaxcyn? Tell them how to get in contact with you for booking and all of that.
Yes. So I am currently working on a single. It's called On the Come Up. Because I just got an original beat made for it. And so
yes, original beats.
Yeah.
Y'all clap that up in the comments right now, because sometimes good beats hard to find. Show me something that y'all rocking with that in the comments. All right, Jaxcyn, go ahead.
So yeah, that will be coming out soon, because that will be what I put on the radio too on Power 91.3. Because it's the only song I had.
All right, Jaxcyn, look, play that back real quick about the third place and what you got from that for the people who might have missed that. Let them know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I was recently in a showcase last night. In first and second place prize was headlining for King Louie and El Hida plus radio promo. Third place prize was radio promotion, which is what I won, the third place prize. And so I will be getting promoted on the radio. And so now, like, I'm focusing on, well, I'm not focusing on, because the producer has to finish that up. The producer.
The producer got to do that. I like that.
The producer that I work with is finishing up the mix and master product. So, and Yeah, I also just text them about like the radio friendly version, so it has no cuss words. Y'all know I curse a lot.
Yes, you gotta have the radio edit. You're gonna do two copies. You're gonna have the radio edit, and then you're gonna have the real version so people
Yeah,
don't.
so that will be out, and that eventually will lead into like my EP, which I will have titled the brand new. That's what I plan to have my EP titled. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm currently working on. How you could book me if you want to book.
Yes, book her. How so?
You can DM me right here on TikTok. My Instagram is Jaxcyn Jaxcyn. My YouTube is Jaxcyn Jaxcyn. My email tjaxn777 tjaxn777 This is in my bio too. So
yeah, redirect them. Indeed. Now, Jaxcyn, let me ask you a question. Just popped into my head. If the name you have that you're using right now is not available, do you have a backup name, or did you always go by Jaxcyn?
I always go by Jaxcyn. I changed the spelling for that specific. Mm-hmm. Nobody has the spelling, so I looked it up.
It just popped up in my head. I looked
it up. Nobody has the spelling.
That's some stuff y'all got to think about too. If y'all
they won't be as famous as me, so it wouldn't matter.
She's speaking, and I'm agreeing with what she's saying. Absolutely. So JV says, do you have your distro kid, your BMI, or your ASCAP?
I got ASCAP. I got distro. Yeah.
So they can look you up on Spotify and all the streaming DSPs.
When I put it out.
Happen said you better trademark that for now. Stop playing. Gotta own this stuff. We love that. Now, Jaxcyn, I did in the message ask you to give me two. Do you have two songs that you queued up and ready?
I heard it. I was worried. Were you saying two plus the one you like, or that?
No, the one I like is one, and you want what you want to do. But what I need is what I need. Yeah. So this is my selfish moment because I'm like, ain't no way they're gonna be on the Legacy Lounge and do my song, but we gonna end it with that. We ain't gonna start it with that because I'd be good. So, as I like to say now, is this on the scale of peppers? Is this going to be green pepper? Is it going to be a ghost pepper? What you giving me so I can prepare myself there?
No peppers, no peppers.
No peppers. Y'all, that is an inside joke over here because people are allowed to do whatever style poetry and music. And sometimes it's spicy.
They kick me out for nudity, so
okay, yeah, they're like, nah, Jaxcyn, go easy on them. So she's straight up bell peppers tonight, and we love that. Yeah. So Jaxcyn, what's your first one that you're gonna do for us tonight?
Let's see. I'm gonna do the one that's gonna come up. This isn't the actually I could play that version.
Y'all tap it up. You're in for a treat. And then y'all can understand when I say Jaxcyn don't miss. And also put your thinking caps on. When she's rapping, catch the wordplay, the metaphors, all of that. Just everything. Because I be sometime in tuned. And then I think about it after the fact. But y'all listen. Find your favorite Jaxcyn song and represent that. Okay? Because I got hurt. Listen, I have clipped my song several times and have it on the First Convention Live page. So when she started rapping, I'll be backing her up. I will be not saying it loud, but I will be mouthing the words. So y'all, it's a vibe over here. Thank y'all so very much for joining us on the Legacy Lounge. Tap it up. Y'all still got a few moments. All right, Jaxcyn, let me shut up and let you do your thing.
So this is the rough mix of On the Come Up. I don't know if y'all ever heard the original version, but this is the new beat. This. It ain't about who you came with. You goofy hoes just the same bitch. But they keep doubting me. Clocking my every move and all I hear is just the same shit. Yeah, I ain't really wanna play with. Unless you really got a death wish. If it's a problem, just drop it. Stop fronting your every move unless you down for the drama. From my understanding, you gotta prove you on that fire shit. Bars to heat them up and melt the ice just like the climate. If you try to copy product with no rights, I'm claiming counterfeit. Meet you in court to fly your suit on that's a counterfeit. I got a message to deliver, don't get confused. I'm the chosen one, so gon' pick a side. It's win or lose. Ain't claim to be Messiah, but my prophet is not a liar. Doing torches into lashes and setting this spit on fire. It's new Genesis, got someone so new. He raising daughters up, so water into wine. 6% if you gon' be drunk as fuck. But bending all of my foes, call me guitar. Make you single bitch move faster than lightning before I scar 'em. They gon' keep questioning skill. Just read my data. This is DBZ, MC skill over 9,000. I ain't the one of the two, so quick count. You keep down if I ever get to this fame. It ain't about who you came with. You goofy hoes, just the same bitch. But they keep doubting me. Clocking my every move, and all I hear is just the same shit. Yeah, I ain't really wanna play with. Unless you got me on your playlist, I'ma need you stopped out, the impossible, unstoppable, and I'm always gonna be down for the drama. The ones that make history is the ones that live to tell it. So I'ma be a living legend, keep words to the living meshes. It's not enough for you niggas. Call with viewers discretion, send you grinding niggas straight to hell, cause our dogs will go to heaven. Was born to be the greatest, it's written in Kasha records. But for nothing having gold in my pockets, it's getting better. Full metal in my pocket, I call it the greatest setup. Say I'm sitting cause I worship the stone, I'm ever. I don't do this for my brother or my sisters, call me selfish cause I'm in my demon era. So really I can care less, I'm talking like I shit to prove, but I know you niggas can't handle me. When darkness fall, know these fire bars gon' keep them candles lit. Say fuck it if you doubted me, I'm proud of me. Don't take much to win, no with these losers, they gon' be crowning me. I'm the queen of this shit, ain't no doubt I never show weakness to none of you hoes that think they clowning me. It ain't about who you came with. You goofy hoes just the same bitch. But they keep doubting me. Clocking my every move and all I hear is just the same shit. Yeah, I ain't really wanna play with. Unless you really got a death wish. If it's a problem, just drop it. So front your every move unless you down for the drama. Out here coming with the vengeance, so niggas don't get confused. Out here shining like a star, I'm a stellar that got a groove. But I ain't getting that. So in first place I had shit to prove. I'm playing penny pat, smacking you niggas, talk to me rude. Call this a DD track, fucking you niggas up in my room. But I ain't talking about no sex or erection in this bitch. Talking fisticuffs, so please don't lose your complexion off this shit. If I'm jumping the current, you ain't gonna be insurrection. Bitch, building legacies on top of the original brother. Gotta establish my figures, you can never claim I ain't got it. I've been flipping them tarot cards, already knew that I'd be winning. I had visions in my dreams of who I'll be on the stage with. You can call me Empress, they ain't know it till I'm finished. I quit if I know I'm winning, it's only the then again. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. I'm flowing around the lyrics, cause Jaxcyn my name, and don't forget it. It ain't about who you came with. You goofy hoes just the same bitch. But they keep doubting me. Clocking my every move and all I hear is just the same shit. Yeah, I ain't really wanna play with. Unless you got me on your playlist, I'ma need you stop doubting the impossible, unstoppable, and I'm always gonna be down for the drama. That was that.
Now, Jaxcyn is available for collaborations. Now, is there anything specific you look for when you take on a collaboration, or are you just willing to jump on whoever want to work with you?
I am a very picky person. So if you can't rap, I'm not gonna work with you. I'm not gonna lie to you and say, yeah, I'm gonna work with you if I don't think you can rap. Yeah,
Listen, protect your brand. Protect your brand.
Listen, I don't care who praised you. I don't care if the person that I know praised you. I'm not.
I wasn't mad. Now, again, y'all, exactly. Pappy said a whole stadium rocking for real. Exactly. And again, I'm listening, and I caught the Full Metal Alchemist reference that you had in there because I know the show.
You caught it,
but y'all,
I rapped it to you too.
Huh?
You caught it the first time I rapped it to you too.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. So again, man, listen, Jaxcyn, I love you for real. So you've been rocking with Verse and Vision Live and Across the Street, you know, for a hot minute. If y'all have been rocking with us, you already know what Across the Street means, and it's everything to me that when we formed a Verse and Vision Live, as you know, we've been building brick by brick this foundation that you did slide across and come with us, because that's just what it was. It was like having momentum one place and hoping that people come with you another place because they're used to a set thing one place, but you're here. And I want to publicly say I appreciate you for that, and always coming through and not acting like it's a chore to slide through. and drop those gifts and talents right there. Because I know I'll be so aggravated. I'll be telling people, look, I'm gonna harass you. I will send out multiple invites till you come over here. It's 1:00. Where you at? I don't care about none of that. Come over here. You can go back over there, but come over here. So I definitely need you to understand how needed you are, just in the space, not just this space, but just in music, period. Because the stuff that's popular, not to downplay nobody's dreams and stuff, but we need more of this. Okay, less of that, more of this. So basically the next song is the reason why I love Jaxcyn, because I said she knows me from somewhere. and this was, I want to say, the first thing you've ever performed on whatever show I called it at the time, because I've renamed my show several times. But this is my personal favorite. And even though all of your songs are great, I don't know if for me, if there's going to be one to knock this out my number one spot, Jaxcyn, I don't know. Because you got to be a special type of crazy to put yourself in the place of a person who is very imaginative. And I love this song so much because anybody who's ever really liked an artist or whatever the case, and you've had posters on the wall, you might have fantasized that that's your person. You might have said, like I do for Chris Brown, my man. Okay. And you know what? They should be happy to have fans like us, because that's how they stay on their yachts and their big houses. If we didn't, have our little fantasies about them and don't play behind them. And any artist I've ever liked, I'm like, look, those are my artists. You can't like them because I like them. And I'm very protective over the people that I choose to take into my ear gate. So when I heard this song, I was like, yeah, I've definitely idolized a few folks and threw them on the wall, and here's my man Loki. Never met them ever, or sometime I have. But yeah, so this song is my song, and y'all let me have my moment. Jaxcyn, take it away.
And speaking of collaborations, if anybody wants to sing this song for me, y'all can hop on this beat and sing the singing part.
I accept. Go ahead. I accept. Who else would do it but me? Stop. Jaxcyn, I accept. Okay.
Don't mind my singing.
We ain't got to worry about your singing, honey. We going to get to the business, all right? Y'all make sure you're checking out our TikTok shop as well. We got the merch. Let's get it, y'all.
I will wait for you this time. I don't know where you think you're going. You are mine. How you gon' pretend like you don't know just what we are? Like wasn't talking to the moon on different sides like Bruno Mars, nigga. You are my star, the crown that I'm gon' take. Cause ain't no bitch can sit beside you on I don't, and fuck that bitch you currently with. I pray to God don't get too far. We all celebrities in this bitch, and if she try to keep you, I show that bitch a shooting star. Cause that bitch ain't got no talent. I know she can't go off a bar. Why today I'm choosing violence. That sacred day we locked eyes. So we going that surprise. You ain't replied to none of my texts. You just blocked me IG live. Nigga, I talked to spirituals. They flipped them calls and said you want me. My granny on the other side just talked to me and said you love me. Did I take my medication? Fuck y'all, I ain't no patient. And I ain't got no patience for these niggas be contemplating. So we just get this location. Find out where that nigga be stationed. Cause I know one look at me, he gon' be mad. He kept me waiting. I will wait for you this time to notice me. You are mine. I don't know where you think you're going this time. You are mine. You got me fucked up. Couldn't wait to build my butts up, and now you notice me. I'm picture perfect, won't be cuffed up, we locked eyes again. No, but I try again. We not just soulmates in this connection. You are my twin. I don't take no L's, but I heard two of them just make a double. I feel like we connect. You got me out here dubbing niggas with. You attractive, you got money. I know you used to pulling honeys, but don't be act like I ain't fine shit, like I ain't got you feeling funny. That's anxiety. You scared of me, paranoia. Wait, sir. What you mean you called your lawyer? Don't you know that we are meant to be? Don't be out here building cases on me. You can recognize me by my face alone, so why you lying that you don't know me? Because I was outside your home? Your honor, that's a lie. It was actually his studio. Junk you wanted to do me, now you sober thinking clearly. I'm a crazy bitch that's thinking parasocial. I will wait for you this time to notice me. You are mine. I said I will wait for you this time. Did you notice me? You were mine. And I'm saying I don't know where you think you're going this time. 'Cause you are mine.
Baby, to the top of my lungs, I tell you. To the top of my lungs. I tell you. Listen, Jackson just need listen. That's my song. It belongs to me. Y'all can't love it as much as me. Y'all gotta get behind me. That's my
Tell
song.
Shakira
And Will, she's still at work, so she doesn't know. She has to watch the playback. Thank you so much for the follow, Mari. If you actually, I'm telling y'all, you have to listen to the song. Yeah, you know, old school when they had the inserts and you had the lyrics. You gotta read the lyrics, you all. When I say the story, the climax, everything, the beginning, you went on a journey. You really went from a person who's like, no, this is what's up. What do you mean? I'm your number one fan. It was giving. It reminds me of Stan, like Eminem, like that style of thing. Like I was writing you, what's up? Well, you didn't get it. Yeah, that's what that is for me. So it made sense that even before I understood the Eminem, you know, referencing, you know, how he is your mentor, that you would write a song like that. That is for me that song. So I love it. I request it all the time so much that she be sick of me. And I don't care. I'm like, give me that. You give me something else too, but give me what I need. And that is what I needed from you. Thank you so very much, Jaxcyn, y'all. It is a vibe. This is the Legacy Lounge. Jaxcyn, you got any last words for the people before I do my closing?
Yeah, love y'all. I hope y'all continue to support me. I support y'all. You know, appreciate Verse and Vision Live. You know, this is always family too, home over here. Yeah, and definitely check me out.
As you should. Make sure you go to her link tree and follow where you can stream her music. Again, have some talent if you think you're gonna collab with her because this her brand on the line right here. She don't want to be with the mess, okay? So y'all, once again, this is the Legacy Lounge. Welcome for all of y'all who rocked out, came by, slid through, reposted, tapped, shared, all of that, kept us in the algorithm, and of course, gifted Jaxcyn, we love her. The Legacy Lounge, where conversation meets intention. This is more than an interview. It's a curated experience built upon real people, real journeys, and real moments. Here we don't ask the same questions you've heard 100 times. We ask questions that matter. The ones that make you pause, reflect, and sometimes even rediscover yourself, as I have had through this whole interview. So I thank you for that. Every episode is designed to be personal, meaningful, and one of a kind because no two stories are ever the same. So whether you're here to be inspired, encouraged, or simply reminded that your story matters, you are always welcome here at the Legacy Lounge. Thank you so very much for agreeing to do this episode. I know it was a last minute, and also Valentine's Day, because honey, you could be out on the town right now getting your whole entire life. But thank you so very much for saying yes to me when you didn't have to. Y'all, once again, we rock with Jaxcyn hard over here, like the long way. We definitely want to see your success. I see so many great things for you, not just now, but for the entirety of whatever you want to do creatively, whether it's dropping a book later, whether it's just, you know, more poetry focused. Obviously on the stage is why, because I'm coming to agreement with you with the things you've already dreamt about for yourself. And because of, you know, opposition and people who don't get it, it ain't for them to get. It's for building your character so your skin can be thick to withstand the industry, the machine that it is today. Not everybody's going to get it, but you have a core fan base that's going to surpass even your wildest dreams. And whoever's for you going to be for you. And that's just what it is. So don't worry about the no, sweetheart. It only takes one yes. And we have said yes to you from the very first moment we met you. So if that means even a quarter of what I hope it means in your future right now for you, I hope that everything you ever could have wanted comes into fruition sooner than later, Jaxcyn. And you know how I feel about you. Yeah. So y'all, as I always say, in the meantime, if y'all know, y'all should write it in the chat. And in between time, y'all, I will be uploading this episode. Give me about maybe 30 minutes or so because longer things take a little longer. And you'll get the last two that I just did All right, we had JV on yesterday here from Verse and Vision Live. His interview will be up momentarily. And of course, Jaxcyn. So you can clip your favorite parts. Jaxcyn, make sure you clip your favorite parts. Use this, throw this on your bio, baby, because this is a real space. Okay, so yes, I was on the Legacy Lounge. Indeed. Put that to your credits. Y'all, thank y'all so very much for rocking out. All the mods who popped in. Pab, JV, also, Lola Goddess, Nisha. Or y'all, even the folks who hit me up side text, hey girl, we see you. I can't make it right now, but I'm watching playback. I see y'all. Thank y'all for participating and for just being authentically you. And that's it, y'all. I'll see y'all. Stay tuned in another hour. Literally, you got the gig. So you got a talent, rapper, singer, poet, dancer, ventriloquist, contortionist. It don't matter. You can play spoons. We don't care. You can blow air into a bottle. If it's music, we want it here at Verse and Vision Live. Y'all with the gig with Pappin. And then you have after that Just Vibing starting at 9:30. So y'all get into it. And for me to sit tonight, catch me on Monday. I'll be back. Oh, my interview. My interview is on the 19th. So Pappin, be ready, baby, because it's going to be shenanigans. And I'm ready for your panel and line of questioning for me. So y'all, it is up in the story that mine is going down on the 19th of February at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be ready. All right, y'all better have some questions for me too. Okay. In the meantime, in between time, thank you again, Jaxcyn. Later. Get into it.